Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Space Alert. I still love this game. I guess that's all I have to say. I have to do at least one more video in this little series, just to show off the tiny little feature I added in between videos. I was having trouble reading these, so I put a little yellow outline along the damage tiles, so they still blend in perfectly with the underlying ship, but you can also see very clearly what's damaged. So, great. And I don't know. I think I'm just going to play the same difficulty I played in the first one. All yellows, no fancy tricks. Double actions in solo is just too much to track. I love double actions as much as the next guy. I'm sure it would be funny to play it and then lose, and that's what would probably happen. Even adding double actions in multiplayer is harder. Just there's so much more to do. In principle, the players get to do up to twice as much stuff, and there's only like 50% more threats. But it's hard to do twice as much stuff, and so like on average it's harder. Plus there's more to track. But in solo, it's so much like you have to dig through the cards. Oh, don't forget to sit down. Like having a huge deck and having to find just the perfect card, it's a big nuisance. I would die. It would be very funny, I'm sure, but I'm just going to not do it. So actually, let me also... Maybe I should, like... Can I just... Maybe I should make a customized single... Oops, what did I delete? How do I delete a zone? Did I delete the table or something? Or oh, like part of the table frame, I guess? Yeah, that's fine, but not what I meant to do. I want to make my hand zone bigger. Do I have to go to like the zones tool or something? Zone hands here. No, don't delete. Delete. That should be plenty. Take this one. No. Now gizmo, scale it X to like 60, bloop, huge hand. So now when I draw like 30 cards, yeah, you can actually see them. Not down here so well, but I can see these, sort of. And I will remember to flip them as well. And then I guess we're good to go. I've done soundtracks 4 and 5, so let's do 6 today. Oh, turn the music back up. For the sound. Alright, everybody's fancy actions. We have lower red and upper red. Okay, we have both Bs, both reds, and both battle bots and both whites. Sure. Alright, what's the threat? A phasing fighter. On 1. So we have to shoot it on 3 when it's phased back in. And in the meantime, it will have taken out this shield. Okay, no problem. Let's see. Send blue over, I guess. To grab battle bots. Slime on 2? Oops. Which slime? No, that's not a slime. It's an overheating reactor. I don't see it. We'll use the alien token. Oh, it's just a bee. This is a lot of threats very quickly. Phasing frigate on the white zone. That's not so bad. You just shoot it on 3 and 5 with the main laser plus the pulse cannon on 1, I guess?
Communication system down. Communications restored.
Okay, so that's... Let's see, blue is over here. Red is down here. This is dead. I took the damage. Yellow can stick around here, I guess. Oh, yellow has a heroic A. Okay, perfect. So get the computer. On 3, we shoot it. And on 5, we shoot it. I tried to grab another energy, but I missed. On 4, we'll get the computer again. Green needs to go downstairs, and it's going to take a while to fix this, but that's life. When does it arrive? 2. Okay. 1. So B. 2. So he can get to it before it does its X. We just need to make sure nobody is here on turn 4. Fine, red can move. I think we're doing great. Red. This is dead as well. It's attacked for 1, though. It took out the shield. Okay, everyone's done everything they need to in the first phase. How are we on threats, by the way? Point-wise? We've dealt with 4 out of 7 threat points. Okay, this game's going very smoothly, I hope.
First phase ends.
Green's downstairs.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, I'm just gonna chill here.
Has ended. Begin second phase.
Until I know what direction I need red to go. Does he even want to go upstairs? Probably not. He probably wants to go to lower white. But
Zone blue. Repeat.
Phantom Fighter in the blue zone.
Zone blue.
You can't shoot it until 6, which is perfect. So red will go red and then blue, just to dodge the overheated reactor. And then he'll press A on 6 together with blue to take out the Phantom Fighter.
Repeat. Data transfer in 5, 4, 3.
Yes, this is perfect.
1. Data transfer.
Knocks out players at other reactors. Alright, so green should probably refill the central reactor at this point.
Time T+6. Internal threat. Repeat. Time T+6. Internal threat.
There's a power pack overload. Those are in lower blue and red, right? Yeah. And they're pretty fast. On 6, that means I can't shoot the stealth fighter on that turn. The Phantom Fighter. Oh dear.
Report.
Okay.
Threat. Zone white.
Well, let's take this back, I guess.
Unconfirmed report. Time T+7. Threat. Zone
and
white.
take this back as well. Because I need green to move red and work on the power pack overload. So this has taken, okay, chill out. Taken 3 of 4 damage.
Data transfer. Repeat. Data transfer in 5, 4, 3.
Blue can actually come downstairs to help.
Data transfer complete.
So this is defeated. And I need to send yellow over here. 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah. If we have shooters, I need more cards. I have shooters in upper and lower blue on 7. We still get the stealth fighter in time.
T+8. Threat. Zone red. Repeat. Time. T+8.
And that'll be the last threat, a Mega Shield Destroyer. Okay, so you're over there. Right? Yes, I did do that. Blue is downstairs.
Second phase ends.
Yeah, 3 players pressed A in lower sections. Okay. Green, you probably want to be upstairs if I had to guess.
Second phase ends in 5.
Someone get this man a rocket?
4, 3, 2, 1.
But not yet.
Second phase has ended.
Here.
Begin third phase.
I think that's taking care of the Mega Shield Destroyer, right? Yeah, it'll be in range of rockets on 9. Good, good, good. Yellow's gonna be our computer expert of the day. Ah. Well, I had a heroic B, but I guess red never... Oh, I could have teleported red into upper red.
Communications restored.
But I think launching a rocket made more sense anyway.
Communication system down. Communications restored.
Looking pretty good, honestly. I think we're just done. We could all go look out the window. Oh, wait, hang on. Yellow, I didn't... Okay. Yellow's already there.
Operation
Green.
ends in 1 minute.
There you go. Red. Launch one more rocket just in case. And blue also just needs to go red.
Data transfer.
And then
Repeat.
C.
Data transfer in 5.
Let's fill the reactor on the way.
3,
Fire the pulse cannon.
1. Data transfer complete.
Alright. I think we're set. I think I handled everything.
Ends in 20.
Just stop early. Go to hyperspace. Well, we'll see. That felt more controlled than the last two did. We'll see if I made some critical error. Happens a lot in Space Alert. How do I start the game? Here. New threats on 1. There is a phasing fighter in the blue zone. Actions 1. Blue moves blue. Red moves blue. Yellow is getting the computer. And green goes downstairs. Damage? No. Threats move. Phasing fighter has 3 speed. 1, 2, 3. Attacks 1 and then phases out. Threats on 2. There is one. It's an overheated reactor in lower white. Actions 2. Blue presses C to get BattleBots. Turns out we don't use them. Red goes downstairs. Yellow is waiting. Am I? No, I'm not stupid. Green presses B. And since there's a malfunction here, he's attempting to repair the overheated reactor. Damage. We did not attack any threats. Threats move. Phasing fighter phases in and moves 3, taking no actions. Overheated reactor moves 2, taking no actions. Did I get the computer? Yes. Threats on 3. A phasing frigate has appeared. Actions 3. Blue presses A. Red presses A. Yellow heroically presses A. And green is still pressing B. Damage. There is some. We've attacked. These lasers are targeting the phasing fighter because it's on this track and phased in. It takes 6 and dies. On the white zone, we're attacking for 6 the phasing frigate, who takes 4 damage after shields. Threats move. The overheated reactor takes a step. The phasing frigate moves 2 and phases out. Threats on 4. A brief break, it would seem. Actions 4. Blue moves downstairs. Red moves... Red... Oh, no! Oh, man. I knew I got something wrong. I had spare time. I needed to do this instead of this. I love this game. Okay. Yellow presses C, getting the computer. And green presses B, fixing the overheated reactor. There's a triggered ability. The final repair action knocks out players at the other reactors, such as blue. I got red out of there, but I put blue in, because this happened way after I had, like, planned how to deal with the reactor, and I forgot that this needed to be a danger zone. This is the kind of thing that I think it would be nice to indicate with, like, a cube so you don't forget. Usually I use these cubes to mark places where I expect to take damage, but, like, just some marker there. Maybe a black one saying, like, remember, stay out. That would be a good habit to be in. Okay, well, we'll see how we do without blue. I suspect the answer will be badly. But we have survived the overheated reactor. And we have defeated the overheated reactor, in fact. Damage. No. Threats move. It's just this frigate. It phases in and moves 2. I was already writing the YouTube title of, like, a perfect game of Space Alert? The thing is, you always think that, and it never turns out that way. It phases in, and so it attacks for only 1. Phasing threats have these 2 different damage numbers, and the idea is if on the turns that it is phasing in, it does the one in parentheses, which is usually weaker, to, like, compensate for the fact that it was impossible to stop it on the previous turn. Okay, so we lose the shield there. No other threats. Threats 5, there should be a a phantom fighter, of course. Actions 5. Blue is dead. Let's just do that. Red heads back to the blue zone. Maybe we'll probably be okay. The phantom fighter won't get killed. Yellow presses A. And green moves red. Damage. 5 damage fired at the phasing frigate is 3 more, bringing it to a total of exactly 7. Defeating it. Good work, yellow. That's all the damage. Threats move. That's just the phantom fighter, who has entered visibility range or whatever. Oh, we're not going to get this either. Did you get the computer? Oh, maybe we will, actually. We might. Did we get the computer? Yes. Threats on 6. There is another. The power pack overload appears in lower red and lower blue. Actions 6. Blue is dead. Red presses A, working on the power pack overload. Yellow moves blue. And green presses A, also working on the power pack overload, which activates its special text. If you repair it from both zones on the same turn, you deal a total of 1 extra damage. So instead of 2 total, it's 3 total. It doesn't make each action do 1 more, which would just be the same as saying, like, you defeated. But it makes it a little bit easier to handle. If blue had been alive, we would have fixed this by now. Compute damage. We are not shooting. Threats move. Let's see. Phantom Fighter first. Does nothing. Power pack overload. Does nothing. There are no threats on 7. Action 7. Blue is dead. Red is waiting. Yellow presses A to fire upon the Phantom Fighter. Uselessly, of course. Oh. Right. Blue was supposed to be killing that as well. If this had been on Red's board, I'd be fine, because we'd be fixing the power pack overload now. Well, I don't know about fine, but I'd have less of a problem. Okay, but nobody dealt with the power pack overload, it seems. And green goes upstairs. Like, green could have snuck in an A there for free as well, right? That's maybe a habit to get into for solo. I mean, you could say, well, if you have nothing better to do, and if you're in a side reactor, just press A. Like, it can't hurt. And you have unlimited cards. But there are times when it could hurt, in particular if you're delayed, right? Having some blank spots on the board means delays will hurt you less. I don't know. Okay, well, damage. We hit the Phantom Fighter for 4, and it has 3 shields, so it takes only 1. We don't hit anything else. Threats move. Phantom Fighter first. 1, 2, 3. It attacks for 2. We have no shields. 1, 2. There go the lasers and the reactor. Then the power pack overload. 1, 2, 3. It should consume a rocket and disable a BattleBot squad. Yeah. There goes a rocket. There go the BattleBots. Just relax, would you? The snap points are not perfect. Okay, whatever. You don't have to be here. New threats 8. A Mega Shield Destroyer has appeared. Actions 8. Blue is dead. Red launches a rocket. Yellow moves red. Green is waiting for the moment to strike. Damage. We did not do any. Threats move, including rockets. The Phantom Fighter moves 3. I wish it could move 4. We'd be in better shape if it did. Because then the rocket wouldn't hit it. It would hit this guy as planned. The Power Pack Overload moves 3. Knocks out red as well. It's turning into a graveyard down here. And deals 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. Looking grim. And also over here. This internal threats don't care about shield. They're damaging the ship directly. But we have survived the power pack overload. This malfunction remains in place. A button in these stations will now fail to fire the lasers, but also fail to repair the threat because the threat is gone. So A is just permanently disabled in these areas. Anyway. And then the Mega Shield Destroyer moves too. Actions 9. Blue is dead. Red is dead. Well, knocked out, technically. You never die. Yellow gets the computer. What a good boy. Yellow did everything right this mission. And green presses A. Which, even if the rocket were targeting this, it would still fail to kill it because the lasers are damaged. Damage. So we have to work out what the rocket is targeting. It's targeting the nearest rocket targetable threat that's distance 2 or less. This is distance 1 and targetable, but it ignores rockets. So the rocket piffs off into nothingness. This is targeting the Mega Shield Destroyer, who has 4 shields, so it is ignoring the damage and going to 3. Threats move. Well, I'll do this first. It's a nice little shortcut. We attack 3, or attack 3 rather, and explode. So that's Space Alert, man. One little mistake generally cascades into a complete disaster. Everything is so delicately put together that if you just, in this case, of course, the consequences for the mistake are obviously very severe. A player won't do anything for the rest of the mission. All the stuff you were counting on them to do doesn't happen. That's obviously bad. But like, it is kind of, here's our disaster of a ship. What would I have needed to do differently to fix the problem? This. Right? Like, it's so close to a successful go around, But them's the breaks. We're dead. I like the outlines. The outlines are definitely a help. I'm a fan of this decision that I made to add outlines to make them visible enough. There was something else I just thought of that I might want to do. What was it? Oh yeah. There's no real reason I'd delete this reset button. You could hit reset well, no, there is, because I've definitely clicked it accidentally in the middle of the resolution round, and that was why I decided to delete it. Because it's a big pain if, like, or God help you, in the middle of planning out a mission when you're like just trying to grab a damage from this cube and you hit the reset button. That's why I got rid of it, because there were too many incidents like that. But there's been a couple times where I've been like, I wonder what would happen if I had played out the resolution round like this. Would I actually live, or would there be some other mistake? You could hit reset and play it out again if you wanted, if that button were still there. Maybe this should have like a confirm button, but I'm not going to do that. All right, so this is the de facto. That's not the word I'm thinking of. There's some Latin phrase for the bona fide. I think it's fide, right? Space Alert experience. Except really, it ought to be multiplayer. But if you can't enjoy losing like this, Space Alert is the wrong game for you. If you can enjoy losing and also enjoy winning even more, Space Alert is the game for you. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.